TheGoldMighne.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Gold Rush, and we back at it again with another gold mine, man. Today I got a special guest, a good friend of mine. Y'all probably gonna know who he is. He go by the name of HC the Chemist, man. What's good, my boy?
Oh man, what's happening? Whoa, man, just happy to be back live working.
Damn right, that's what's up, bro. Man, we got a lot of shit to talk about, man. For real.
I've been prepared for this one.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the whole Bone community, all the Bone fans, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a major Bone affiliate here as well as myself. You know what I'm saying? So you know we gonna be talking about some old Bone type stuff and as well as a whole bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying? But first, I want to get into, like, there's a lot of questions that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I just want to know, as well as the people probably want to know as well. Like, my first thing is, first of all, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, being on the show. And shout out to all the work that you've been doing, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a mutual respect between me and you. I respect your work, versus, you know what I'm saying, vice versa, whoop de whoop. But how did you get your start with Bone? Like, how did you meet Bone? How did you get into, like, starting to work with Bone and Lazy Bone and all that?
I mean, it was like a meant to happen type of thing. Like, every time they'd come to my city, you know, anytime they came to Minnesota, they would I link up with them. Then it was this one particular time they had came, and I had got Crazy and Lazy's emails, and I had got their phone numbers. So then for about like a 6 months to a year, I was just sending them little beats here and there. Might just text them like, well, what's up with y'all? And I would always text one person and then be like, if I'm gonna text one, I'm gonna text the other one. So I would text them at the same time. And I'm picking up some feedback over there.
Wait, that's me on the keys. So for all y'all that don't know, you know what I'm saying, on my show, I be making beats, you know what I'm saying, while I be interviewing and shit. But is it messing up the audio to where you, is it messing you up on your end on the audio, or?
No, when I say something, it hits me back a split second later with the alien voice.
Oh, for real? Okay, all right, yeah, so go ahead. Once you stop, then I'm gonna start messing around with the keys. But yeah, so you said you from Minnesota, or you was in Minnesota at the time?
Yeah, born in Fort Wayne, Indiana, man, the Midwest, baby.
Okay, and
came up in Minnesota, aka Money Soda.
I like that. That's what's up, man. I ain't gonna lie, I've definitely never stepped foot in Minnesota or anywhere near that place, but shout out to everybody in Money Soda, man. So you said that you would link up with Bone when they used to come to your city, basically, right? Yeah,
do concerts and stuff, you know. It was other people that they done worked with before, so they'll be in that same circle or call me through like, yo, we got Lazy at the studio. He doing a collab with another artist from Kansas City. So it was already producers there. They was already playing beats. They've been there for about an hour, 2 hours. So I guess they still hadn't picked no song. So I came over there like, yo, H, you got some beats on you? I'm like, yeah. They like, play a couple beats. I put a little CD in. We got to like track number 4. Like, they was feeling each one, but track number 4 had dropped. And then Lazy was like, no, that's the one right there.
Yeah.
So all the other producers that was in the building kind of looking like, damn, like, this motherfucker just showed up. We done played 30 beats. He played 4 beats in this song.
Yeah. That's crazy. So just so I got a clear understanding, like, I know you said that you would link up with Bone every time they would come to your city, like at the shows, but
that particular time was actually a studio session.
Was this before that you met them at the shows, or obviously it sounds like you knew somebody at a studio that Bone was going to. Was this before you met Bone at the shows or after?
After. Okay. When I met him at the shows, say this is the 3rd time that they came into the town, but this 3rd time, Lazy's going to get a feature, so I know the studio guy. So that's how he called me through.
Okay. So you done linked up with Bone at their shows a few times, and now you got a homie at the studio that hit you up like, yo, I got Bone coming through, woo the woo, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then you just showed up with your beats.
Yep, played a beat and actually won the song. So that's where me and Lazy was able to, our first time working in the studio together.
So was it the whole Bone? Was it just Lazy Bone in the studio or what?
It was Lazy and Mo Thugs. He had Big Sloan there with him. Thin C was there. And I want to say Wishbone might have been there too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So once you played them a few beats, and then one of the beats, like, it stuck out to Lazy. I'm assuming that's what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
And what happened after he was like, yo, this the one right here? What happened after that?
Shit, I just remember him and Big Sloan walking to the booth, cause like when he heard the beat, he was ready to start recording. So they just walked to the booth, and they ended up coming up with the chorus called "Who It Is." Who it is, Mo Thugs. And then they kind of took off from there. Then he went straight into his verse, and it was about like a good 7-hour session though, just the work of everything being put together. It took about, so we got out of there. It was about, the show was over at 2. Start recording at 4, 5. We got out of there about like 11, 12 a.m.
Oh, okay. So this was late.
Yeah, this was early morning late.
Wow. That's crazy. So after that, I guess y'all just like, y'all locked in, and that's where kind of the real relationship started pretty much.
Here goes something interesting about that session though, I forgot to mention. Okay, so we recorded it at a guy named Craig the Black Room. We was at the Black Room. This dude was expensive with his studio, so we was there for them 6-7 hours. Whatever the case was, dude was like, man, I ain't got no more bread. I just paid the producer, just paid the artist. I just did the show. I gotta go back and So dude was like, well, I can't give you no master until you pay me the studio. Man, I'm sitting there thinking to myself like, man, I just hit a little jug for about like a band, about $750 or something. But the tab was like $300. I'm like, fuck that. I gotta give him this $300 nigga to get that master. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I gave him that $300. A month later, dude with the studio passed away.
Nah.
So if it wasn't for me having that master, would have never heard the song again.
That's crazy.
Thank you to the Most High, man.
So that came out your pocket.
Came out my pocket. I had brought the master.
And you got the sessions, or just like the wave, like the mix?
He ended up having to burn it on the CD. So I'm guessing he bounced everything down as waves or something.
That's what's up, man.
So it was on the DVD.
So after that, you was pretty much locked in. Like, you was like they go-to guy in Minnesota, right? Yeah,
that's when that started happening.
That's what's up.
But I was always like he always, like, the first time I met Lazy, he was always like, nigga, you Mo Thug. So I always ran with this Mo Thug. So every time he would come, he automatically looked at me as Mo Thugs.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, man. Lazy's cool as hell, man. Like, that's kind of who I got linked up with at first. Like, I got cool with Lazy first. It was really like Lazy and Kane. That's who I got cool with first, and that's kind of who like, you know what I'm saying, put me in the mix. You feel me?
Yeah.
And once I got cool with, like, my story is kind of the same as yours. Like, I was in Florida. You know, I'm in Broward County, Florida. I stay in Florida, so every time Bone would come here to Florida, I would do the same thing. I'd go to the shows, you know what I'm saying, and then try to end up networking with them however I can after the show, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how my situation happened with them. You know, I had a chance to where I could finally, I ran up on Lazy, talked to him, and I got a couple mutual friends that's cool with Kane, Rick Sanchez, and Dirty Dave Chico, and they kind of hooked me up with Kane as well, and that's kind of what started our whole relationship. But Lazy is just, he's cool as fuck, man. Out the whole group, man, Lazy just, like, he just showed me so much love, and he kind of like, invited me with open arms, kind of the same way you did. Like, he didn't necessarily say I'm Mo Thug, but that's the way he made me feel like when I met him. You feel me?
Yeah. Shouts out to Kane too, man.
Yeah, most def. Oh, y'all check out that song with me and Kane too, man. My song On God featuring Kane. And I got plenty more work that I produced a whole bunch of tracks for Kane coming on his project. He got a single featuring me, produced by me, called Priceless, as well as a few other joints coming soon. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Shout out to Kane.
Salute.
So all right, so you in the studio, you get locked in with Lazy Bone. What happens after that?
It was one person that solidified the whole thing. A nigga from East Cleveland, man. My nigga, rest in peace, Lil Chico, aka Cheek the Freak. He pushed the line and was like, yo, this nigga got beats. Cause I was working with Chico on some MySpace days, you feel me?
Yeah.
And Chico really was the one that had solidified the glue, made it Mo Thugs. Big Sloan, shout out to Big Sloan. He kept bringing my beats to the table, put them in everybody's face, and it just helped out the whole Mo Thug umbrella.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to you and Lazy too for that project, man. The eyes on the prize. Like, once that project came out, that's kind of around the same time that I produced the Flesh and Bone album. So once I seen that album come out, I was like, yo, I got to do some homework and kind of, I want to study this album and see what Lay and HC up to. You feel me?
Hey, but you know what though? If I was to say the same thing similar, I'd be like, I want to say you might have put out a couple of singles with Flesh, and I'm like, boy, that nigga Raiden, he cold, man. So I started kind of going listening to your mixes and stuff, and was like, man, so it was definitely neck to neck and hand in hand with the inspiration, bro. Cause I was doing the same thing as I'm turning in my masters. I'm thinking, whoa, as I'm dropping verses, cause you was eating everything up. I'm thinking to myself, what will Raiden do? Like, cause I'm like, Raiden hot as hell right now. He on fire. What would Raiden do? How would he hit this track?
Yeah,
I ain't finna play with it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, the whole time I seen you and Lazy working, I just automatically assumed like you was like kind of live in the same state as Lazy. I figured y'all came up together and y'all just knew each other like that. And y'all, like, I guess I was assuming y'all stayed close. That's why y'all was doing so much work and this and that. But that's crazy to find out that you actually was staying in Minnesota, and me and your story is pretty much the same when it comes to us getting solidified with Bone and really getting, you know what I'm saying, plugged in when it comes to that.
Yeah. And I mean, I eventually over time, like, I ended up producing a couple records for Mo Thugs, and then in like 2010 they had to deal with Warner Brothers, the Unified album. I had produced a track for that project that didn't make the cut due to Michael Jackson had just passed. I remember the manager had hit me up with X amount of dollars on the line, like, yo, this was left in the budget for you. I'm like, okay. Next thing I know, the lawyer, I'm talking to Bone lawyer. They put me on an email with Michael Jackson's lawyer. And I'm like, damn, I'm sitting there like, ooh, nigga, I done made it. Nigga, I got Bone and Michael Jackson lawyer, nigga, knowing who I am.
That was a minute ago though. That Unit 5 came out a minute ago. So you've been working with them for a long time, like way longer than I have.
That was 2010 right there.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
Yeah.
So it didn't end up making the cut, is what you're saying. The track that you did?
No, due to them legal litigations of Michael just passing, they wasn't doing.
But why was that a factor though? Like, was there a Michael Jackson sample in it, or like?
Yeah, of his voice and of some music.
Ah, okay, yeah. That definitely wouldn't be an easy sample to clear, whether he's alive or not. Just passed.
But the album actually, I mean, the song actually eventually came out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Crazy Bone. He had made Lyrical Paraphernalia, one of his fixed tapes. So the track still came out. They still was able to hear HC the Chemist, all 5 Bone Thugs members.
That's what's up. So Crazy put on his project.
Yeah, he had put it on the solo project.
That was an album or a mixtape?
It was a mixtape, but it was all original music, so it's kind of still an album.
So besides well, I don't want to get off track here. So boom, you meet up with Lazy, you go on the shows in Minnesota, you end up linking up with Lazy and Mo Thugs in the studio.
Yep.
Then after that, that's when the Uni 5 situation came about.
Yeah, that came after that. That was like, I stayed in contact for that year sending beats.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was sending Lazy an email and I sent the same email to Crazy. But then I remember when I sent them that email, they both had, Crazy had hit me back first and was like, damn nigga, this shit dope. We finna go drop this in the studio tonight.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh hell yeah. And then I think Lazy might have hit me back like, oh yeah, we finna definitely do some of this. So it was like I got two of the 5. I'm like, his song.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know your ass was happy when that happened.
Man, I'm talking about, and I was still on the bone board at that time, so you know I'm every day going to the bone board, seeing if somebody didn't call a snippet.
Yeah.
But by the grace of God, guess what happened?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I be doing the same thing, man. As soon as I started working with Flesh and Flesh started putting out these projects featuring me and produced by me, I never used to follow the Bone forums and all that on Facebook, but I definitely started staying tuned, like tuning in once Flesh started dropping all that stuff. Like I be going on the pages, looking at the likes, reading everyone's comments, just trying to get a feel of how people feel about it, what their opinion is, you feel me?
You know what I just seen yesterday that really hit me on promotion to the Bone fans and the fan family? When Lazy had posted a picture of the first Mo Thugs album hitting iTunes, man, all of the shares, all of the views, all of the likes, all of the comments was there. I'm like, these people still really is majority into their older catalog. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know how they was gonna accept Eyes on the Prize. And then when I seen the response that Eyes on the Prize had got, like they really respected Lazy doing Eyes on the Prize, I was like, whoa. But it's still some dead hard fans that's just hardcore to they older catalog, and
yeah,
I'm trying to convert them into this new wave that we on.
Right, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man, it's hard because there's a lot of them fans, like you said, that just like they stuck on their old catalog and that original sound. Some of them almost are against giving them a new sound and updated sound, but you know what I'm saying, honestly, that's what it takes though. Like, I feel like they need to keep making that authentic music, but they also need to be putting out up to date, you know what I'm saying, 2023 shit. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's what I can commend, you know what I'm saying, like producers like Raidenrush, Blaze, Position, Eugene on the sound, HC the Chemist, and a few others, you know what I'm saying? But like for just giving that new sound and Bone is actually accepting it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most def. I ain't gonna lie, I've been having a real like hard time dealing with the Bone fans. Like they be confusing me because it's like a lot of times I see them in the comments, they be like take Don't Get Fucked Up for instance. I try to give that like a modern 2022 sound, but still with that Bone authentic sound in it. And there was a lot of people like, oh, this shit sound too new, man. I don't like this shit. It's whack. But then there's other people like, oh, I like this shit. This is what they need. You know what I'm saying? Then like I'll pay attention to that. Like, okay, let me try to take it back to that East 1999 vibe. And then we drop Smoke and Maintain, which is like that essence right there. And then I'm reading the comments saying like, oh, man, this shit sound old as hell. They need to move on. This shit is whack. They need some new shit. It's like, dog, which one do y'all want? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want some new sounding shit or y'all want some old shit? But it's like, it seems like there's some of them that only want that old sound, and there's some of them that only want the new sound. And it's like, it be confusing me as a producer. Like, it made me decide, like, you know what? I wanted to tell Flesh, let's do a double disc. Let's do 6 songs that's East 1999 vibe, and then let's do 6 songs that's just straight 2030 Bone. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that, I ain't gonna lie, they be confusing me a little bit. But us as producers, we gotta follow our heart, you know what I'm saying, and what we think makes sense. But I commend you on what you're doing, because the main thing that I hear and I heard and I got out of your production and listening to Eyes on the Prize is it sounds modern. You know what I'm saying? I can see that you're trying to give them a modern sound that will still work and still authentic to their sound. And that's kind of the same thing I'm trying to do too. You feel me?
Yeah, we doing the exact same thing. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I heard Don't Get Fucked Up, I'm like, this is what the fans want. That's what my heart told me. Like,
yeah.
He said he was gonna smack the shit out of somebody in the song. They say they want some hard shit from Bone. There it go.
Right.
It's a new age beat. There they go. So to hear that you still have people that was like, oh man, this is too new and it ain't working. That's just, man, we just can't please everybody, because I'm not even gonna lie to you. I felt the same way with Thuggin'. Thuggin' was, I felt like, was one of the hard, gritty songs for Eyes on the Prize. Like, yeah, we finally got some street shit. And I didn't know how they was gonna respond to it, but they actually appreciated it because they've been wanting some hard stuff from Lazy.
Yeah.
So they appreciated that song. So when the remix hit, man, this remix is gonna be huge. Watch.
The Thuggin' remix?
Yeah, that's gonna be huge because it's too hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's just too hard.
That's the one I'm on, ain't it? The Thuggin' remix.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to all the contestants too, man. All the people that joined the Spit Your Game challenge for all of the challenges, not just Thuggin'. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists that I discovered that I never even knew about just because of this whole challenge. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what's gonna come out of this and future challenges from Spit Your Game. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a great outlet for upcoming artists, and especially people trying to link up with the Bone fam. You feel me?
Yeah, because that's what it was about, giving back. Like, okay, Lazy gave me this platform to do Eyes on the Prize with him, but I'm like, how can we give that back to people that really rap and do this every day?
Yeah. Most def. All right, so who are some of your favorite challenges, like favorite artists and favorite challenges that you done seen on the Spit Your Game thing so far?
Honestly, man, I was able to get a lot closer to your music and your sound through meeting you through the Spit Your Game contest. When Raidenrush jumped in the Spit Your Game contest, not only did you come with talent, but you came with a visual. And it put the contest on a level now. Like, yeah, you can have talent, but if you ain't really kicking no dope visual, so I met, of course, you, the homie K Quick. He been blazing stuff. Then the female artist, Allure, she had one a couple times, and they was asking me like, man, how is she winning? And what the majority rules decision is she was rapping and she was singing at the same time. And that was something that no other female had did, so it was kind of like she had a super saiyan. Shout out to Deja Melodies, my little sis Nika, She Mocha, Rigo, this lady overseas. You know, the females, I giving them commends because they actually did their thing.
Most def. Now, who was running that page? Because I was always assuming it was you running that page.
Initially, it's supposed to be me and Lazy running the page. Me, Lazy, and Harmony House. And then I ended up calling in one of the homies, TM. I was like, yo, you have all the time. You handle business. I need you to kind of take forward of it. So He was like, you know what? I got you. So I still dip and dab with it. No, Lazy still logged into it, so he able to go in and look and post too. Right. But we kind of left it up to TM just so we can kind of watch it blossom and grow as well.
Right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much all y'all, you know what I'm saying, running it together as a collective.
Yeah, like, you know, for instance, once it's kind of like it started off with Eyes on the Prize promotional page. So that's why it's me and Lazy running it, because it's a promotional page.
Right.
pulled in. I just pulled in that extra staff member because they have all of the time to get all of the videos, post all of the videos, and got all of the programs, know how to go in there and edit, and that's what they do.
Right. So let me ask you another question. I know you're a producer. I know you produce, you rap, all that. Is there anybody else that we might know, like a big artist that you might have produced for besides Bone? Like, kind of give us a little more insight on your production career, like, or how you got started up until now. You know what I mean? I just want to know more about you as a producer as well as an artist.
The first industry person that I met that I produced for was George P. Funk Clinton.
Oh yeah,
worked with him.
That's an OG right there.
OG. You know, from that day I've been a funkadelic, which, you know, I'm Haji Trap, so I've always been a trapadelic. You feel me?
What you did with him?
We did a song for the homie Blue Cheese. It was called Time Don't Wait, featuring T. Cole. And he actually had produced my mentor's album with Prince. My mentor had a hip hop album out of Minnesota that was produced by George Clinton and Prince. The only hip hop that came out through Prince. So he had that connect with George.
Prince. Like Purple Rain Prince?
Purple Rain Prince put out an album for a hip hop artist named T.C. Ellis.
And you was on that?
This was back in the 90s. It was produced by Prince and George Clinton.
Oh, okay.
That's my mentor, and he the one that plugged me over with George.
Oh. That's crazy, man. Those are legends right there.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I'm thinking to myself, nigga, to get an album produced by George Clinton and Prince?
Yeah, that's big. That's crazy.
So we got George Clinton, a lot of West Coast artists like Sibo, Brother Lynch Hung, couple of the Outlaws, Edie Amin, who else? Killer Tay. I done worked with Joel Santana.
What you did for Jules? Like a beat or something?
Yeah, it was just a beat. Then he came through, did a couple shows. And he did intro for one of my projects. Yep, I had put on his Dipset sounding beat. He came in, gave me a nice intro. I was like, that's hard, bro. Appreciate it.
That's crazy. I used to be cool. I used to have a homeboy that was cool with them boys. I used to roll with Jules Santana and them boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Jew Boy, you know what I mean? He actually hooked me up with Scott Storch back in the day. He was like, he was gonna be Scott Storch's first Jewish rapper. This dude was a gangster though. Like, he was Jewish, but he was a gangster.
But you call him Jew Boy?
Jew Boy, yeah. He was from Chicago. Straight out of Chicago, out the slums, out the trenches, man. Shout out Jew Boy.
Speaking of Chicago, man, a couple other artists, man, I done worked with is Do or Die. Rest in peace to the legend, Johnny P from Do or Die.
Yeah, me and AK been chopping it up recently.
Yeah, me and him got an unreleased song called Destiny. That's cold, man. Like, yeah, I gotta hit him up about that one. It's called Destiny. I've been worked with Nard. Me, him, and Nard did one called Come Kick It With a Player. And this is all unreleased music still too.
Yeah.
We got Twister through the homie Money Jesus, the Prophet. Just did a G mix, trying to get my money up. I'm just trying to think, man. I know I got a little bio, a little resume somewhere I can look at a few names, but yeah, just off top, a lot of West Coast artists.
So you born and raised in Minnesota?
No, born in Indiana, raised in Minnesota, and the whole Midwest. I'm a Midwest baby from Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Wisconsin, Detroit, Michigan. Like, I'm a Midwest baby.
That's what's up,
Family
man.
all through there.
Man, so many people be asking me, like, or they be saying that I got like a Midwest style, this and that. It's crazy. Like, I be hearing that a lot. But, you know, I'm a Florida boy, man. I think they say that just because they hear a lot of the music I done did with Bone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
exactly, they gonna tie you straight to it.
You done got a whiff of like my real sound and stuff. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna lie, when I be rapping with Bone, I just be kind of like showing off when it be like that's when I turn into Raidenrush. You feel me?
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, when they hear Gold Rush, they gonna understand like my Florida roots. You feel me?
When I hear Gold Rush, because I had to go do my research. When I hear Gold Rush, I hear Raidenrush doing the whole album with Fiend.
Right.
That's what I hear.
Right. Yeah, I'm on some like Kodak, some No Limit type, Trick Daddy. You know what I mean? Like that's Gold Rush.
Okay.
Yeah, Raidenrush is when I go Super Saiyan on them. You know what I mean? Like when I hit the booth with Bone, I turn into Raidenrush. My hair turns blonde. I start having electricity flowing around me and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's when I start spitting 50 words a second. But back to you though. So you don't work with all these different people. Is there anybody else you don't work with that you forgot about mentioning? I done heard Bone Thugs. What's the other dude's name? The legend you said, Phil?
Johnny P.
Not Johnny P. The dude that was working with Prince.
George P. Funk Clinton.
George, right.
Out.
George.
The
The Funkadelics. Jules Santana. Do or Die. Who else we forgetting here? We got anybody else?
We got we can't forget the big dog, Snoop D-O double G.
Shit.
I was able to for those who didn't know, man, I was shouts out to everybody over there at RMM, Sugar Bear ENT. Deacon Church. You know what I'm saying? All courtesy through the homie Lazy Bone, the big bro. I was able to land a track on a Snoop Dogg compilation. And I shot a video where Snoop had invited me on stage to come perform the song. They brought the red cameras out, had Snoop back there DJing, DJ Snoopadelic. I'm up there rocking out. Hey, that right there was a pinnacle. That was a pinnacle right there.
So you produced the track for Snoop?
No, I was the actual artist. My track made the name of the album called Pee in the Bed. I had the track called Squirt Squirt Make Her Pee in the Bed. We got Too Short on there, Nate Dogg, Jazzy Faye, Wiz Khalifa, Chevy Woods, Ray J.
But that was Snoop's project or what?
Yeah, it was Snoop. Yep, Snoop and Big Percy. Yep.
And who hooked that up for you? That was Lay that hooked that up for you?
No, one of the homies that I met through Lazy had plugged it up. So when I did the song, when I shouted everybody out, I still shouted Lazy Bone out because that was a loyalty deal for me.
Man, that's crazy.
Just because I went and got with the Dog Pound and Snoop and them, I wasn't gonna forget that I'm Mo Thugs.
Right.
They thought I was gonna switch it.
Man, that's big, man. I still need to check that off my checklist, man. I need me a Snoop Dogg placement. You know, it'd be cool to get a Bone to get Bone and Snoop to do a song together. I was actually trying to put together a record like on some Dear Mama type shit, because you know Snoop just lost his mom, and I think that'd be a dope record for Bone and Snoop to make like a new Dear Mama type of record. You feel me? Maybe produced by Gold Rush and HC the Chemist.
Let's get it, man. You know, I'm gonna pull all my resources together. All it take, man, really is for any one of them brothers to just call that brother up and say, "Let's do it." Right.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Flesh had got me excited when they was about to do their verses against 3-6 Mafia. I was gonna actually go out there to Cali and link up with them and link up with y'all because I seen you was there. I was gonna go out there, but everything was so iffy. I didn't want to just buy the tickets and just go out there on some like, you know what I'm saying, like on some wing type shit. But Flesh was telling me there was y'all was supposed to link up with Snoop that night after the verses. I guess y'all was gonna be at the compound or whatever. I was like, man, I gotta be over there, but it ain't work out. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But that would have been crazy. Like that's actually the moment that had my gears started turning like, damn, what type of record can I put together for Bone and Snoop, just in case if I end up being in the building with Snoop and them. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'll say one of them West Coast slappers, man.
Yeah. Yeah, most def. So what I was gonna say, that's a lot of people, man. You keep naming more and more people.
I'm trying to think if it's somebody else too. I know it's somebody in the South too I done work with, man.
Yeah, it's crazy being a producer, how many like people it'll allow you to meet and how many doors it'll open just being a producer and a beat maker, you know what I'm saying? And even being a cameraman, like just having them certain skills will open up a lot of doors. Like being a rapper is cool, but if you got other skills like making beats, shooting videos, that right there will open up so many doors that will never be open before. Like, and you live in proof, you know what I'm saying, of by you being a producer, you was able to work with all these different artists and have them doors open for you. You feel me?
I even ran into a few opportunities just showing up with a camera a few times.
Right. That's how Jamie Foxx started.
Cause you get to get that one-on-one, and if you got personality, you know how to make them laugh, and you cool.
Yeah, that's how Jamie Foxx started. He used to follow around Puff Daddy with the camera, and he done got into parties with him, this and that. That's kind of what started his whole career. Like being able to brush shoulders with these types of people just because he had a camera. You feel me?
I'll never do that.
Yeah. If you listen to Jamie Foxx's story, he'll tell you, like, I used to walk around with a camera and ask Puff Daddy, yo, can I document your shit? Can you know what I'm saying? Do you need a cameraman? Do you need this recorded or filmed? That's kind of how he got his foot in the door.
I done DJ'd, I done did it all. Hype man.
Yeah, man, that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't just be a rapper these days, man. You gotta have a lot of different skills, man. The more skills you have, the more doors gonna open for you, the more opportunities you'll be able to take advantage of.
Yeah, most definitely.
So who else we forgetting? You got anybody on the on your mind? If not, we can always come back to that topic I'm sure they're gonna be popping up in your head as we talking.
Man, I should have had a list of something.
I got a good question for you as a producer, something that I just personally want to know. What do you make your beats on? Like, to me, when I hear your beats, it sounds like you're making your beats on Fruity Loops. Am I right or am I wrong?
Wrong.
What are you making your beats on?
I've made a lot of beats on Pro Tools in my life, but currently, Eyes on the Prize was created on Logic. Logic Pro X.
Okay, that's the same thing I use. I actually got Logic pulled up right here in front of me. I'm finna be making a beat right here on this podcast while I got HC the Chemist in this bitch. You feel me? And I think we might as well just let the people know too, a little surprise announcement. You feel me? In a little bit once you get done talking about Logic. So as far as the Logic, all the beats that we heard on Eyes on the Prize, all that, you made all them beats in Logic?
Logic.
That's what's up. That's my go-to too. How long you been on Logic?
Man, probably for about 3 years. It was the homie, shout out to the homie Bobby Raps. He was cold with Logic. And he was making a beat, and I'm like, bro, I didn't know about Logic like that. So he had kind of showed me the ES24 sampler, so I could drop my kick. He did that, and it was kind of like, okay, I think I could use Logic now. As long as I can get my 808s and my snares in there, all right, I'll try Logic. And that's where it came from.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's all the beats that you heard me do on all the Flesh joints, the Crazy Bone joint. That's all Logic too. I've been using Logic. I've been on Logic for like damn near 10 years now. But like all the stuff I did for Trick Daddy and DJ Khaled, Plies, Ace Hood, all of that was done on a Motif and an MPC 2000. That's what I started on.
Come on, man. I know about that MPC now. Come on, that XL.
Yeah, man. I got it tatted on me, man. I got so many tats. I don't know where they at. But yeah, I got it tatted on me right here. I got the MPC 2000. I got the motif. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was making your beats on Fruity Loops, cause for some reason, like, I hear a lot of producers, like most of the hot producers, popular producers these days, is all making beats on Fruity Loops. And for some reason, to me, them Fruity Loops, the beats on Fruity Loops, it just got like a different sound to it. Like it hits harder. Like it be hitting harder, and it just got like a different sound. You feel me? Like,
that's the sound that I was going for though. Like I would go listen to somebody else's beat, see how they mixing and mastering, and I'm seeing where the kick hitting at.
Right.
Like I was dissecting to get that that thump on it.
Yeah.
Like the MPC give off.
Yeah. Now I'm the same way, man. I've been analyzing them beats and trying to recreate that on on Logic, but I honestly feel that we can get close to it, but for some reason there's just a secret sauce that Fruity Loops has that we're not able to do on Logic. Me and your beats is fire. Don't get me wrong. Like we if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? But there's just something about Fruity Loops to me. I can tell when I hear a Fruity Loop beat. Like it's just like they got like this special limiter in Fruity Loops that they add. Like there's like a limiter on every instrument when you using Fruity Loops that just gives it this sound. I don't know what it is. Like I just made the decision that I'm finna buy me a PC computer and I'm finna get the Fruity Loops and I'm finna learn that shit. I'm still gonna use my Logic, but I'm gonna make that transition from Logic to Fruity Loops. I'm still gonna be using my Logic, but I'm finna start learning that Fruity Loops shit.
Definitely got to, because man, Fruity Loops, it's syncopated. Like everything is just in pocket.
You know what I also noticed too? When people make beats on Fruity Loops, their hi-hats and rolls be different too. Like it seems like it's easier for them to add velocity in their hi-hat rolls and their snare rolls. Like it'll go from quiet to loud. Like there's more dynamics, even though you could do that in Logic. But I just feel like it's just something different about Fruity Loops beats. I don't know what it is, but me and you know, we pros at this shit, so we able to we can make any sound with Logic. But that's just something something me personally I'm about to do just because I got an interest in it. I'm gonna go ahead and just make that move. You feel me?
I feel the same way though, bros.
Yeah. So how long you been making beats for, and what made you start? How did you get started into making beats and then rapping and all of that? Like, did the rapping come first? Did the beats come first? Producing, like what?
Rapping came first. Then I went to my first studio, and my homeboys, Baby Sick and Soul Shifter, had sat me down and showed me how to make a beat. So I was, you find out how to put a little loop together. We was always on drums and stuff, so I put a couple little beats together, man. The beginning stages when you had them little weak beats. Listen, the weak beats used to be banging though when they was.
yeah.
And so I remember I had a summer where I was like, man, I'm tired of all my beats being dark, man. Like I gotta figure out how to make some happier beats. Then I had this session of a whole summer of making like all West Coast beats. And then it was like, okay, now I done mastered musical beats. I mastered deep beats. Now I can just do whatever I want to do.
That's dope. So how old was you when you started making beats, and how old was you when you started rapping?
Both sets. It was within a year or so, 18, 19.
So when you was 18, you started rapping, and when you was about 19, you started getting into making beats?
Correct.
Okay, and do you got like a musical background in your family, or you the only one that kind of got into music?
I mean, not that I really know of, man. Like, not like nobody was ever in a group or anything or took music serious. I feel like I'm the first one.
Well, shit, you damn near done. You definitely took it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll give you much props. You know what I'm saying, for getting to where you at as a producer and an artist. You definitely, I can tell you done been working on your craft and perfected it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but my motivation is, even as a producer. Okay, so when I started rapping, I was a part of like a 10 person group. So all I ever known was collaborating with people.
Yeah.
Even when we made beats, I had 5-6 producers that I always could collab with. So I feel like I shine harder when I collaborate with people. So if Raiden was to send me a song over right now, I'm going to go outside of my box because that's all I know.
Right.
Versus me doing a solo record, 2 verses, me on the hook. It's still going to knock, but I feel like I'm going to give an extra energy because I go off of other people's energies.
Right. That's what's up, man. I think you know what time it is, man. You know what time I think it is. I think it's about time we let these people in on a little surprise, man.
Yeah, Raiden, why don't you go ahead and give them that special service announcement?
Oh man, all right. So we're gonna let y'all in on a little surprise here, man. It's official. It's officially official. You know what I'm saying? Me and HC Chemist officially finna be making the album together. You know what I'm saying? EP/album. So y'all stay tuned for that. You feel me? I'm finna be making half of the beats. He gonna be making half of the beats. And we gonna be murdering the tracks together. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned.
I got a question.
What that?
Do we pick 6 different sounds of music and just do a song to each sound of music?
I don't know. You know what? I was kind of feeling like I kind of want to give this album like kind of like a mixture of both of our styles. You feel me? Like the 3 beats I'll bring to the table gonna bring, you know what I'm saying, be my type of vibe. And then kind of what you did on the Eyes on the Prize. You feel me? Like
okay.
I think me and your styles ain't too far apart as far as production wise and what we gonna bring to the table as far as the album goes. You feel me? But I kind of got a vision like as far as the CD cover. I kind of almost want to make the CD cover on some like pen and pixel type shit.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like some.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Boy, I always wanted a pen and pixel cover.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm already seeing the album cover. Like I kind of want it to be on some like old No Limit, Cash Money, Bone Thugs type shit as far as the look of the album cover. You know what I mean?
Hey, we just re-rocking history.
Yeah. I already know we gonna kill it, man. I'm actually getting ready to start making a beat. I'm about to make a beat right here on live on the podcast with HC the Chemist. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put down a beat. Most likely this beat's gonna end up on the album. You know what I'm saying? On the HC the Chemist album. So I'm about to get on these keys right here. I was a little lazy. I didn't want to bring out the keyboard, so I'm gonna be making the beat right here on Logic on my Mac laptop. You feel me? But before I do that, before I start touching these keys, I also want to let y'all in on another surprise. Me and Blaze working on the album right now too, man. And you already know I got to get you involved on that, HC. I got to get you.
Oh, man.
We're going to get you featured on the song. You know what I'm saying? And me and Blaze are going to be producing the whole album. I'm doing 3 beats. He's doing 3 beats. We already got a couple songs done. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Be on deck. I'm going to be emailing you a track so we can get a feature from you. I'm definitely gonna try to get Flesh on the album, so it's gonna be a lot of Bone affiliation going on in between me and Blaze album and me and HC the Chemist album. So y'all got some shit coming y'all way, man. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Man, I love them posts when they be like, yo, man, I want to see Blaze, Raidenrush, and HC produce a Bone album, man. I'll be like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that should be knocking.
I just had a talk with Blaze, and I told him, man, let's just start working on tracks right now so we can just present this shit. Like between me, you, and Blaze, we need to just start working on beats and hooks and just get them a whole project ready to go. Like, boom, here. All y'all gotta do is just rap. You know what I'm saying? Just put them verses on that thing. If y'all want to rework the hooks or do your own hooks, it is what it is. But I think between me, you, and Blaze, we can easily just hand them a project that's ready to go.
Woo!
Easy.
They gonna love that. They gonna love the sound of this.
Yeah. I normally make beats while I'm interviewing my artists, but you know, right now we kind of we doing some old 2030 shit right here where we're like we in two different locations and it's causing a little bit of feedback on his end while we talking. So I'm about to just put down a little something on these keys real quick. We're gonna see what comes out of this. You never know, this beat might end up on me and HC the Chemist album, but y'all about to witness this right in front of y'all. I'm on Logic, I'm on the Mac laptop, and we about to get started. You ready to hear this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so I'm about to start whipping this up, and we're going to see what we come up with here. Once I'm done with this beat, I'm finna email it to you so we can get to work.
What you calling the name of it? What's the name of the beat?
I don't even know what I'm about to make right now. I'm about to put something down, man.
Let's get it.
I'm about to start. I'm about to tickle these keys, man, and see what comes out.
Y'all getting it right here exclusive. First right now, HC the Chemist, Raidenrush.
Yeah, normally I make my beats on the key, like on the MIDI keyboard. But today I'm a little lazy, so I'm playing on the laptop keys. Can you hear it or nah?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
I'm about to make something like, we're gonna do something funky on this one, you feel me?
Ooh. Ooh, that sound like some C Murder. That sound like some C Murder shit.
You feel me?
Man, I'm already on it.
Straight from the gold mine to the gold fingers, into the keys, through the speaker in your motherfucking ass. Get this thing a little rim shot.
Let's get it.
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of giving me like a Bone, like Kendrick Lamar type vibe. It's giving me that Gold Rush HC the Chemist vibe, you feel me?
That motherfucker knocking.
Oh yeah. About to be really knocking cause I'm adding the kicks in that bit.
When I hear shit like that, man, I always hear L Burner on shit, man.
Right. That's kind of what I'm going for. You feel me? Like I'm trying to make this beat to where like me, you, Bone, like any of us could easily flow on this. Something soulful, something gangster. It's definitely a vibe. It's already a vibe. Yeah, Logic gang in this bitch. Ooh. Logic Pro gang in this bitch. Logic, hey man, me and HC the Chemist need a sponsor, Logic.
We need it today.
Right. One thing about it, man, when I be doing my hi-hats, I gotta make sure I freak them bitches.
Man, so you play them or you write them in?
I play everything. Like I just played everything on the laptop of the keys right now, but now I'm adding the little rolls in the hi-hat. So now I gotta kind of do that manually, clicking them in on the Logic.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I like to add them little trap 30 second note little rolls in the hi-hats, just like you be doing, you feel me?
Yeah, them 64s.
Oh yeah, them 32s, 64s, the swing time triplets, all that. This producer talk right here. Yeah, I be like painting my rolls in with the little brush. They got like a brush in Logic. I don't know if you do the same thing, but it's like a little brush tool where you could just like hold it and swipe it. So now we got them hi-hat rolls in there. Yeah, we might have to do 64 like you said. Right now I'm on 32nd, so we gonna go to the 64. Yeah, there we go. I want to do something like spiritual on this, like some old like talking to Jesus type shit. You feel me? We gonna be talking to God on this one. What that?
I said, forgive me, Lord. I know I didn't sin. I promise myself not to do it again.
Ooh, okay then. Some more like forgive me for my sins type, you know what I mean? Let me find some shakers. How long does it usually take you to make a beat, HC?
Man, that be sporadic. I'll be trying to time myself and do 3-minute beats, then some beats might take 4 hours.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'ma get this beat.
Today you have.
I'ma get this beat
right
here.
A good day today.
I'ma get this beat about 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most.
Okay.
We're gonna be done with this.
Myself not to do it again. I look in the mirror and lost all my friends, and someone we going in the wind. Hey,
feel like I need to add some strings in here real quick, just so I can add something to the hook part.
You can't hear me over here rapping, can you?
A little bit. I heard you over there vibing. You know we gotta add that G-Funk in that thing. That's a wrap, man. We done with that thing, baby. Woo. That thing funkin' though. We definitely gonna have to put this on the album just because we made it right here in front of y'all on the TheGoldMighne, man. With my dog HC, man.
I'm over here writing.
If y'all, I need all y'all to go in the comments. I need y'all to help me and HC the Chemist come up with a title for our album. I want all y'all to go in the comments and also help me and Blaze come up with a title for me and his album. Cause it's going down, man. Stay tuned. So what we gonna do, AC? We gonna end this show just like this. I'm gonna let this beat ride out. You feel me? If there's anything you want to tell the people, let them know where to follow you. Let them know what to look out for. This the end of the show, man. So let them know.
I just want to start off by saying, man, shouts out to the whole Bone Thugs and Harmony family, all of the affiliates from Mo Thugs, The Life, Flesh and Bone Global, Duct Tape Gang, 7 Sign. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go and get that Eyes on the Prize. HC the Chemist, Lazy Bone, Eyes on the Prize. The deluxe edition is coming real soon. Also, make sure y'all sign up for the Spit Your Game contest. If you're an artist and you independent and you want to get yourself known, you want to be heard, go ahead and join that community. Shouts out to my beats teams, MTH Beats. And you can always reach and find anything about me as under HC the Chemist. On Instagram, I'm HC the Chemist 2.0. Or you can just go and find me where you need to find me at www.hcthechemist.com.
Okay then, man. So this how we gonna end it. We gonna end the show like this, man. We gonna let this beat ride on these fools, man. Let's go. Shout out to you, HC, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Man, shouts out to Raidenrush, man.
Okay then, stop playing. It's the TheGoldMighne.
Y'all ready? Forgive me, Lord, I know I done sinned. I promised myself not to do it again. Look in the mirror to find you within. Fucking in me. the sin. I promise myself not to do it again. Look in the mirror and fight shit within, but daily be working, competing to win.
Hey, that's definitely going on the album right there. That thing is funky.
Yeah, we need that. I'm dropping my verse tonight.
I appreciate all y'all tuning in. This is definitely another dope episode to add to the books. But right now, this is the part of the show where I have my guest performer hit the mic. And today we got the big homie, 23 Tizzle in the building, straight from Deerfield, Florida, Bryan County that is, TheGoldMighne.
With all this hate, where the fuck is the love? Been on my knees praying to the Lord above. Thank God I'm a soldier. Thank God I'm a soldier. With all this hate, where the fuck is the love? Been on my knees praying to the Lord above. Thank God I'm a soldier. Thank God I'm a soldier. Since I be on that mission, can't forget about me. Take a look over my shoulder. When I'm walking in these streets, nigga be paper chasing, no hesitation. Finna flip the grind on me. Nigga be ballin' up in them J's. Call up 2-3. Yeah. Schizophrenic ain't what you want. You can add it up, I'm all in. Top finna drop in the bins. Spin the bin, we win. Say they get the pack, move weed. Try to follow my lead. Try to talk about me. Them bitches try to talk about me. Them sucker be back to back, no return to act. Finna switch it back in my lane. Pass me the blunt, be the same. Shots to the head, not bang, bang. With all this hate, where the fuck is the love? Been on my knees praying to the Lord above. Thank God I'm a soldier. Thank God I'm a soldier. With all this hate, where the fuck is the love? Been on my knees praying to the Lord above. Thank God I'm a soldier. Thank God I'm a soldier. Be the boss man, you lame. When Brina died, can't believe my eyes, my family done changed. Can't let that get the best of me, I'm speaking no deal. By the time they be calling, I be ballin' for real. My auntie Angie, she asked me, nephew, why you say how no stressing, no resting? Nigga don't even know why I put on for Broward. Nigga 954. For the fuck niggas to be hating, we really know how. Now the falling, it's a wicked old world. Niggas be slipping, they tripping, I'ma pull out my gun. With all this hating, we facing this crooked old nation. The devil be racing, nigga just trying to make it get. With all this hate, where the fuck is the love? Been on my knees praying to the Lord above. Thank God I'm a soldier. Thank God I'm a soldier. With all this hate, where the fuck is the love? Been on my knees praying to the Lord above. Thank God I'm a soldier. Thank God I'm a soldier. Where the love at, shit can't be real. I had to see my mama die off them pills. Where the love at, shit can't be real. I had to see my sister die off them pills. Where the love at, shit can't be real. 2-3. Had to see my mama still shooting like George, you know, like George. Yeah.
TheGoldMighne.